Hey, Grace here. Today I'm going to show you how to set up a microphone in the recording studio. When recording, you can use any mic you have available to you. I chose to use an SM58. This is a good mic to use when you are trying to get a pop sound recorded. You will also need an XLR cable and a mic stand. Make sure to take your time setting up, especially when working with a musician. Make sure that things are in an order that they would like. Also be aware that some XLR cables have a switch on them that turns them on and off. In order to get a sound out of them, you have to have the switch turned on. Next, take one end of the XLR cable and plug it into your microphone, and plug the other end into the patch panel. In this tutorial, I just used line 1. When you're all plugged into the patching panel, it'll send the information to your mixing desk. Now the mixing desk can look very overwhelming at first, but don't worry, we're only going to be using a few buttons and switches. First, on the panel, you will find line 1, that is where your microphone is plugged into. The first thing you should do is make sure that the phantom power button is turned on your mixing desk. Sometimes microphones need it and sometimes not, but I think it's always safest to just turn it on. Next, you need to have your gain turned up on your line. That is the little red dial at the top. Next, make sure that your sound card is turned on. We are using a Motu, that is what is in the studio here. Then let's head back to the mixing desk, and under your line 1 you will see these 3 buttons, Master, 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4 are the names of the groups. Since we're only working with one line in this tutorial, you'll just need to hit the Master button, MST, and the Group 1, 2 button. Now let's head over to the right side of the mixing desk where you'll see a section labeled Master. That slide you will turn up, and that will allow you to hear what is coming out of the microphone. When turning up the master volume, also make sure to check that your speakers are turned on. These ones have a little blue light that shows when the speaker is on. Next, you should go to the group section of the mixing panel and turn up groups 1 and 2. Then in the center of the panel, you will see a tab that says Main 1. You will turn that up, along with the red dial at the top, the gain. You will turn that up as well. After that, this is all you have to do with the mixing panel. No more confusing buttons, so let's head over to the computer. Next, it's time to open up your recording software. In this tutorial, we are using Logic Pro, but you can use any software you are comfortable with or that you have used before. You're then gonna open an empty project. Then you will make sure that your input is into line 1 because that's where your microphone is hooked up to. From here, you can start recording. One thing to look out for is to make sure on the sound card that you can see the green dials up. Moving up, they should be in the yellow region. For most of the recording, that means that your computer is receiving a good sound. And from here, you can start recording. The process can be a little confusing and difficult at first, but it just takes some practice. When you're done recording, it's really important to leave the studio the way you found it, or better than the way you found it. This consists of zeroing the desk, putting away your materials, logging out of the computer, and cleaning up your space. Make sure you return your microphone back to where you found it and wrap up the cords nicely. And oh yeah, don't forget to have fun. Happy recording!